Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is it, the moment you've been waiting for. In Season of Discovery Phase 8, Blizzard might be finally delivering the legendary questline to reclaim Ashbringer. That's a weapon shrouded in lore and myth for over 20 years. Imagine being one of the few that gets to wield this iconic blade on day one. If you miss out on this quest, you risk being left in the dust while others etch their names in WoW history. So if you're serious about legendary status, you need to get prepped right now. Let's dive into everything we know and all the tantalizing speculation about how to claim the Ashbringer before it vanishes. Before we start though, let me know in the comments which class is prio for Ashbringer in your guild. I've got a theory on which class is going to be the most popular answer. So for decades, the Ashbringer's been more than just a weapon. It's been a symbol of hope, a symbol of power, and a symbol of destruction too. The Ashbringer's been whispered about in forums, celebrated in lore. Going back to the beginning, the Ashbringer was originally introduced in vanilla as the Blade of Holy Light wielded by Alexandros Mograine. The Ashbringer's tragic corruption became one of WoW's most legendary storylines, culminating in epic betrayals and clashes with the Lich King too. Now though, this lore comes full circle in SoD Phase 8. Blizzard appears fully ready to bring that epic questline to life in Season of Discovery, giving you a chance to reclaim the Ashbringer and secure your place among the Immortals in Azeroth. So here's the current scoop based on the data mine class and community speculation. Post Naxxramas, the corrupted Ashbringer, it just straight up disappeared, replaced by a mysterious Blade of Inquisition. Now the NPC Calderon, he emerges at the heart of this completely new questline. He's rumored to have once held the blade himself. So what happened to the Ashbringer, and who can truly reclaim it in the end? Data mine hints point to an epic journey beginning with the finding of a ruined Lightforged blade. Just how many players will be able to obtain this blade still remains to be seen, but lead developer Agren implies that more players may be wielding this blade than initially assumed. Further community speculation also points us directly to the Scarlet Enclave raid, where the Ashbringer's twisted legacy is set to resurface. Brace yourselves, because the Lost Blade might be hidden deep within its halls. You're going to want to expect a dramatic confrontation with Calderon over the corrupted Ashbringer. The blade's destruction may well trigger a chain of events, leading you to recover the emblem, the hilt of the Ashbringer, and the ruined Lightforged blade. You'll also likely need to collect rare items like Lightforged iron, splinters, shards of crystallized light, and a crystalline axe. These ingredients are likely going to drop from inside of the Scarlet Enclave raid. Early hints as well may be that at least one of these items is similarly collected like Atia splinters. So these early clues, they form a rough roadmap for what might be the most exciting questline in WoW history. Journeying into the Scarlet Enclave raid, the inevitable epic clash with Calderon, and acquiring the crucial items to piece together the legendary sword. But simply killing Scarlet Enclave enemies, it won't be nearly enough to reforge and uncorrupt the blade we've all been dreaming of. Once you collect those initial shattered pieces, the rumors are that you're going to travel all the way to the legendary Mount Hyjal, awakening the blade's power. Here is exactly what we're speculating so far. First, a druid, possibly Thistly Crow, is going to guide you to Hyjal. You might receive her special item, Thistly's Whistle, to help awaken the blade's latent power. Then your mission may involve taking the inert Ashbringer near the burning branches of Nordrassil, heating them with the legendary ancient flames. Then you'll need to quench the blade in the mystical waters of the Well of Eternity to forge what is tentatively known as the Tempered Blade. If we look at the Tempered Blade's on-use effect, attempt to make contact with the will of the Ashbringer, it could even trigger a final encounter where you have to prove your worth to fully restore its legendary power. Whether this is in some sort of epic solo encounter or back in the 40-player Scarlet raid, it's still to be determined. Either way, it is sure to be legendary. One burning question remains though. Will the final Ashbringer be fully cleansed of its corruption, or will it retain that raw, dangerous, epic power? Data mines hint at two different Ashbringer variants, each with its own unique stats and possibly even storyline payoff. Choose wisely, because this decision might define your endgame performance. If this ends up being the case, would you wield a blade purified by the light, or embrace the raw power of the corrupted form? So to ensure you're ready to embark on this legendary quest, here is exactly what you need to do right now. First, a heads up, not every class can actually wield the Ashbringer. If you're not rolling a paladin, a warrior, or a hunter, you might be out of luck. consider leveling one of those ults right now, or risk missing out entirely. Anybody strong enough to wield the Ashbringer is going to be needing priority from their guild as well, which means you need to get extremely geared up for the Phase 7 and old raids as well. That means pre-bis weapons, the high-level tier sets. But also a new set may come into play as well, the Scarlet Disguise. After doing the initial Scarlet Enclave intro quest, you'll be able to make a Scarlet Disguise, and that disguise will allow you to access a lot of different NPCs in the New Avalon area. That way you can get things like the new Fish Feast recipes, for example, and do daily quests and access the neutral auction house. I farmed the plate pieces for my disguise set from the New Avalon mobs, though they are also buyable in the auction house. Then I needed to farm items like Righteous Orbs and Blood of Heroes too, before taking them to the anvil inside of New Avalon with 280 blacksmithing. If you don't have max professions, you can buy the pieces on the auction house, but they are relatively expensive. But considering first that the tier set is extremely powerful, it's almost the level of AQ gear, and second, you need it anyways to turn in your tier sets, this is a must get for any player desiring to wield the Ashbringer. I'm going to link a document with all the mats for every disguise, as well as a very helpful map of the new Scarlet area. Meanwhile, you'll also want to be stockpiling things like the Tarnished Undermine Reals, the caps rising all the way to 250, and you'll also want to farm a lot of gold, at least 5,000. Crafting a legendary ain't cheap, and you're really going to want to have that Grand Crusader enchant on it the second you get it too. None of that's going to be any good though if you can't actually clear the Scarlet Enclave raid. You're going to want to secure a raid spot in a guild that will allow you to get the Ashbringer. You're going to want to bring racks and racks of world buffs, at least 20 sets for the start of your raid. The flasks, the buff foods, the protection potions. I'm also making sure all of my professions are 300 as well. That way I can make crucial items like the Nitro Boost to ensure that progression goes smoothly. So with this quest being brand new and completely unpredictable, you're going to want to collaborate with your guild. You're going to want to join our Twitch chats. You're going to want to be fully updated on the latest info. Being prepared is about much more than just gear. It's about a community that is ready to tackle everything on day one. So time is ticking and Phase 8 is upon us. The legendary Ashbringer quest isn't just another piece of content. It is a once-in-a-generation chance to reclaim a weapon that has defined WoW history. Missing out on this quest means losing your shot at ultimate power and prestige in Azeroth. If you hesitate, the Ashbringer may slip through your hands, possibly forever. Don't be the player left behind when everybody else is standing victorious in front of the raid with the most storied blade in WoW history. Now is the time to be the hero that leads your raid to victory day one and get yourself that new blade. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on the Ashbringer questline, because more's coming soon. Also, drop your predictions, your theories in the comments below. What version of Ashbringer do you hope to see? And join our Discord for live strategy sessions as we gear up together for Phase 8. Your journey to legendary status begins right now, so don't be the one left behind.